Let me ask you this. When was the last time you actually woke up rested? Not just out of bed, not just done tossing and turning. I mean fully rested, mind sharp, body calm, like you had a full reset. If that sounds like a fantasy to you, then we need to talk. Because here's the truth, what you're calling sleep. It's not sleep. It's a broken version of it. And it's costing you more than you realize. I'm not here to tuck you in. I'm not here to light a candle or whisper affirmations. I've sat across from hundreds of people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, all staring at me with the same hollow eyes. And I'll tell you this, most of them didn't come looking for better sleep. They came because their lives were falling apart. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's not a treat. It's the first pillar. Without it, nothing else holds. You want clarity, energy, a memory that doesn't keep vanishing? You want to stop snapping at the people you love for no reason? Then fix your sleep. And if you've tried every trick in the book, pills, teas, lavender sprays, and you're still waking up like you've run a marathon in your dreams, then it's time for a new approach. I'm going to walk you through the truths no one told you. Not just what sleep is, but what broken sleep is doing to you, and how we get it back. Let's get into it. Here's the first thing. Most people over 60 believe poor sleep is normal. They think it comes with the age. That's a lie. Your body still needs 7 to 8 hours of solid, deep, uninterrupted sleep. That need doesn't disappear after menopause, or after retirement, or after your spouse passes away. But the world doesn't tell you that. You start to wake up earlier. You wake up more during the night. You stop dreaming altogether. And what do? You accept it. You tell yourself, well, I'm older now. This is just how it is. No, it's not. Let me tell you about Evelyn. She's 72, widowed. She came to me because she couldn't think straight anymore. Kept forgetting names, appointments, even what room she walked into. Her doctor suspected early dementia. You know what the real culprit was? 3 decades of poor sleep. She hadn't had REM sleep in years. We got her on a recovery plan. No pills, just deep physiological reset. And within 3 months, her memory came back, sharper than it was in her 50s. Why? Because the brain cleans itself in sleep. No sleep, no cleanup. Your brain doesn't forget because you're old. It forgets because it's drowning in unprocessed waste. And you never give it the time to clean. Second thing, if you're not dreaming, you're in trouble. And I'm not talking about fluffy dreams with unicorns. I'm talking REM sleep, the deep part of the cycle. That's where emotional processing happens. That's where creativity is born. That's where trauma gets filed away. People who don't dream regularly, they carry emotional pain longer. They struggle to make decisions. They spiral into anxiety, and they can't name why. Harold, 67, Vietnam vet, used to have nightmares so vivid he stopped sleeping altogether. Turns out, he wasn't broken. He was stuck. His REM cycles were so short, his brain never finished the job. We trained his sleep cycles like rehab. He started dreaming again. First it was chaos. Then it turned into clarity. Today, he sleeps through the night. He's off his anxiety meds. Not because he fought harder, but because his brain finally got to do its job at night. Dreaming isn't entertainment. It's therapy, and most of you are skipping it. You're unconscious for 6 hours, but you're not sleeping. There's a difference. Now let's talk about the danger of just lying in bed. You tell yourself you slept from 11 to 6. But if I asked how many times you woke up, how long you laid there watching the ceiling fan spin, you'd admit it. Those weren't 7 solid hours. That's sleep fragmentation. And it's more dangerous than full-on insomnia, because it gives you the illusion that you're functioning. Meanwhile, your body's falling apart. People with fragmented sleep have higher blood pressure, weaker immune systems, and their risk for Alzheimer's doubles. Yes, doubles. I had a client, Sarah, 68. She wasn't worried. She said, I sleep okay. But her blood work told a different story. Inflammation levels through the roof. Her body was in fight or flight 24/7. Turns out she was waking up 18 times a night. She didn't remember. Her body did. So we rebuilt her night. Not by adding more hours, but by making the hours count. No screens after 8. Dark room. Cold room. White noise, not TV noise. Magnesium before bed. No sugar after dinner. 3 weeks in, her inflammation dropped by 40%. She stopped catching every cold her grandkids brought home. She started waking up without pain. You see, it's not about sleeping more. It's about sleeping right. And here's the part no one wants to hear. You can't drug your way into real sleep. Sleeping pills knock you out. but they bypass natural REM cycles. You're unconscious, but you're not healing. It's like being in a coma. Your body might be still, but your brain's doing nothing useful. And you wonder why you wake up foggy, why your memory keeps slipping, why you can't focus on the damn crossword puzzle you used to fly through. Stop masking the problem. Start fixing it. I've seen people regain 10 years of vitality just by fixing their sleep. Not with some exotic herb from the Himalayas, but with structure, discipline, and an honest look at what's broken. And if you're still with me, if something in you knows what I'm saying is hitting home, then listen closely. Because in the next half of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to rebuild your sleep from the ground up. The routines, the mistakes, the tiny changes that lead to massive results. But we're not finished here. There's one more truth you need to hear. So let me say it clearly. If you don't take control of your nights, your days will keep falling apart. And it's not just about fatigue. It's your immune system crashing. It's your heart beating out of rhythm. It's your brain skipping steps and eventually shutting down. But the good news? You can take it back. Sleep isn't gone. It's just buried under bad habits and broken routines. Now I'll show you how we dig it out. First, let's talk light. Not the poetic kind. I'm talking literal, physical light. It's the strongest signal your brain receives about when to sleep and when to wake. And most people over 60, they mess this up every single day. You wake up, stay indoors, open a curtain maybe, but no real sunlight. Then at night, you're bathed in blue light from phones, TV, overhead lights. So your brain's confused. It doesn't know what time it is anymore. That's why you lie in bed at midnight, eyes wide open. Because your brain still thinks it's afternoon. Fix it. Start your day with light. Real light. Step outside within 30 minutes of waking. Even on cloudy days. 10 minutes. That's all it takes to anchor your circadian rhythm. Then at night, cut the light. Turn off overheads. Use warm, dim lamps after 8 p.m. No screens in bed. You don't need the news. You don't need one more Facebook scroll. You need sleep. Let's go deeper. Temperature. You think your room's fine because you're comfortable, but your body needs to drop core temperature by 2 to 3 degrees to enter deep sleep. If your bedroom is too warm, your body won't release the signal. You'll stay in light sleep, or worse, you'll keep waking up. Set your room to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, 65. Cooler than you think. Use blankets if you need to. But your head, your breathing space, it needs to stay cool. And one more thing, ditch the heavy pajamas. Your skin is part of your thermoregulation system. Let it breathe. Next, food. Not just what you eat. When you eat, you think dinner at 8 or 9 p.m. is harmless. Your body's working overtime, digesting while you're trying to fall asleep. And digestion is a hot, noisy process for the body. It disrupts sleep cycles. Finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Make it light. Skip the sugar. Skip the alcohol. Yes, even the wine you think helps you relax. It might knock you out, but it destroys REM sleep. You'll wake up fragmented, foggy, drained. Now, movement. Don't skip this part. You want to sleep at night? You need to be awake during the day. And I mean actually awake. Not sitting for 10 hours watching TV and calling it rest. Your body needs contrast. Light and dark. Movement and stillness. That's how it knows what to do when. Walk every day. Get your heart rate up. Move in the morning if you can. It raises cortisol early, so it falls off at night. That's how your body naturally winds down. You can't expect sleep to show up if you've done nothing to earn it. Next, this one's big. Your bed is not your entertainment center. It's not your second office. It's not your snack corner. You want deep, automatic sleep? Then your brain needs to associate your bed with one thing only. Sleep. Stop watching TV in bed. Stop reading the news. Stop solving Wordle under the covers. You're training your brain to be alert in bed. No wonder it doesn't shut off. Make your bed sacred. Sleep and sex. That's it. Your brain will relearn the cue. Let me tell you about James. Retired firefighter. Tough guy? But he hadn't slept more than 4 hours in a row for 15 years. He had a king-sized bed, 6 pillows, and a flat screen mounted on the wall. Said it helped him unwind. You know what helped him actually sleep? Getting that damn TV out of the room. Leaving his phone in the kitchen. Setting a strict lights-out routine. Within a month, he was sleeping 6 hours straight. By the 3rd month, he was at 8. No meds. No gimmicks. Just structure. Now this next one might hit a nerve. You've got to stop obsessing. Stop lying in bed checking the clock every 20 minutes. Stop panicking every time you wake up. that anxiety, it's a bigger problem than the waking itself. Here's what to do. If you're awake for more than 15 minutes, get up. Yes, get out of bed. Go to another room. Keep the lights dim. Read something boring. Stretch. Do something calm, but not stimulating. Then come back to bed when you feel drowsy again. You're retraining your brain. You're saying, bed is for sleep, not struggle. And over time, your brain will get the message. One last thing. Don't underestimate the power of rhythm. You want your body to sleep better? Give it a pattern. Go to bed at the same time. Wake up at the same time. Even on weekends. Even on holidays. Even if you had a bad night. Consistency builds the system. Randomness destroys it. You don't need more supplements. You need more self-respect for your body's clock. This is not about perfection. This is about commitment. I've watched 80-year-olds who hadn't slept deeply in decades completely reset their system in 3 months. Why? Because they were finally honest. They stopped pretending the problem would fix itself. They stopped numbing it with medication. And they got serious. You're not too old. You're not too broken. But you are responsible. No one else can fix this for you. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest sleep struggle right now? Do you feel like your nights are robbing your days? Let me know in the comments. Not just to share, but to claim it. To say, this ends here. If this message woke something up in you, if it shook you a little, then do something with it. Like this video so more people can find it. Share it with someone who needs a wake-up call. And hit subscribe, because this isn't the end of the conversation. We're just getting started. Your sleep matters. And starting tonight, it's yours to take back.